If you take off now, you'll be going head-on into the storm. There are 50-mile-an-hour gusts at sea level. It's blowing gale force. Will you go now?
The patient on that island needs this serum.
But the weather's getting worse.
And what do you think the Red Cross is for? We're meant to cope with emergencies.
Wait, I'll come with you. That guy was a Zero pilot. The flight sergeant. He downed 64 planes. He'll never forgive himself for causing so many deaths. That's why he's now dedicated to saving life.
What'll we do? Hold on. It's gonna be rough. We're keeping going? Well, they are expecting us, aren't they? I spent my youth fighting and killing for the sake of my country. But the memories of my dead comrades are still as fresh in my mind as if they happened only yesterday. When war broke out, I was a flight sergeant in a fighter squadron. Our battleground was the skies over the Southwest Pacific. We continually shifted our base as the front line advanced. After 4 months of heavy fighting, we set up a headquarters at Rabaul in New Britain. It was April 1942. We didn't have a moment's rest. Our orders were to stop the American supply convoys from getting through to Australia. We flew out almost every day, weather permitted, to bomb Allied bases on New Guinea. The supremacy of the Japanese naval air arm was already in decline. American men and material were flooding into the Pacific, turning the tide in any air battle. Our only hope was to find the enemy before they found us. When I joined up, my eyesight was 20/20. With training, it reached 25/25.
Sergeant! I did it, didn't I?
I saw you.
What do you think? Am I getting better?
Never do that again.
What?
Never.
What did I do that's wrong? Please, you must tell me. I shot both the planes? Didn't I?
Cool off in a shower.
Hey, come on, buck up, huh?
Honda, don't let him get you. You did okay.
Yeah, that's right. Beats me why he says you were wrong.
Man of steel. Our leader's got no nerves.
Now, have you looked at his eyes, huh? They're so cold. They just stare through you.
That's right.
Shut up, you fools! Remember, I'm his second in command, and I forbid you to speak ill of him.
What's got into you?
Come on, we weren't having a go at you.
We're just trying to cheer you up a little bit.
I know what I did wrong. I slipped up badly today. I shouldn't have. I hesitated. I didn't know which plane to shoot. And in that split second, I could have been shot from behind.
Hey,
Did any of you guys say that he had cold eyes?
No, I didn't.
oh, that's settled. Here, come on.
No, it's not. I was lucky today, and I feel foolish. My fault. And I'm glad we have a strong leader who can tell me when I've been wrong.
Hey, he's fast asleep. He just didn't hear a word you said.
Damn it.
Where's your flight, Sergeant?
Yes, sir.
Call your men together. The name's Sakai. Wing Commander Sakai. I've orders to take over your squadron. Starting from today, we'll fly a 9-plane formation, and I trust we'll be effective. Flight Sergeant?
Sir.
We have things to discuss. Tomorrow's flight plan. Come around after you've had supper.
Sir.
All right. Trust me and follow me. We'll win. Dismiss. There goes another.
Got another crazy man.
Now then, where are you? Little fishes, I'm gonna give you trouble today. Ah, yes, indeed. My word, there's gonna be a hot time, Leo.
Gotcha.
Cut me in for some of that.
Hey, come on. Get stuck in there, fellas.
Yeah, okay.
Sure, I'll tell you.
Where'd you catch this, huh? Did you catch it? Hey, come on. You... Well... Yeah, go on, you eat it.
No. I'd rather catch the fish. See this? That's a cure malaria, this.
No.
This is better than quinine.
In that case, I want to get well.
But you must eat first, right? Flight Sergeant Sakai.
Come in. Hello. You're most welcome. You like a drink? Please sit down.
No. Well, Wing Commander, how'd you think it went today?
It was my first time, you know. I think I did well. I shut one down. Not bad for a beginner. But we'll see. Next time I'll get more.
No. There will be no next time.
What's that?
Next time, you'll get shot yourself. You're like a sitting duck up there.
Damn you.
We're no longer training. We are fighting.
I know that.
The enemy are always trying to shoot us down. Beginners are easy prey.
Shut up.
Next time, you'll die.
I'm ready to die.
But what can your death possibly achieve? Japan loses a pilot. We lose our commander. You must have the will to fight and to live. We won't follow a dead man.
Sergeant Sakai! Sergeant Sakai! No one's ever talked to me like that before, I have to admit that. You get straight to the point. I was bluffing, but bluffing won't help me. You'll have to teach me. Did you hear me?
Yes.
Well, say something.
As long as I'm with you, I will never allow them to shoot you down. I'll protect you. So do what you want when you're up there.
But I don't know how. I lack the combat experience.
But naturally, of course you do. That's not in books.
But there are no excuses on the battlefield.
I'll teach you every fighting skill I know, all right?
Sergeant Sakai. Thank you.
God,
Lend me a magazine.
Hey! They're like teacher and pupil.
What do you mean?
The wing commander. Taking lesson from the flight sergeant.
You hear that? Must say that's one for the buck. You're right.
Yeah.
Play with me.
Do you think that we have the time?
We've got time for a quick game.
Okay. Yeah. That's a funny looking queen.
I made it myself.
What material did you use?
A propeller blade off a B-26.
Huh, you did a good job.
If a tiger can become a rug, then why not a plane turn into a chess piece? Come on, let's play.
The cross line zeroed in on the enemy. I fired repeatedly. But still I missed. Why?
If you keep pulling on the joystick, you set up a plus G effect.
How do you counter it?
Well, it's hard. It took me ages to get the knack before I knew what I had to do.
Well, tell me how.
It's difficult.
You mean I'll have to learn by myself? Trial and error.
It's a very dangerous maneuver, unless you're skilled.
And I'm not skilled enough. If G plus disturbs the aim, I need to get a G minus.
But how do you do it? It's not as easy as it seems at first.
For a second, pull down on the stick.
That's right. When you release the water from a hose, it makes a parabola. But if you jerk it down, the water flies upwards. It's exactly the same principle.
Yes, I see now.
First of all, fly a tight circle. And get inside the enemy's immediate range. Set your sights on where he's gonna be. Take care. If you're too close, you might collide with him. And then you're a dead man. There's another thing. Never lose your cool. Even if they're all around you. A plane is a machine. A Zero can only work as well as it's designed. And you can't help it by getting all excited. And any mistake could be your last. Just remember that.
I understand. I will not forget your advice.
You know what the time is? 1 o'clock. Get to sleep.
I can't get to sleep. It's too hard.
I'm trying to dream of cold drinks, but I can't get to sleep to taste them. God, it's unbelievably hot.
Enough complaints. Bear a thought for those out there working on your planes. Good evening.
What are you doing here?
My pilots were all born with soft heads and hearts. They're having difficulty in sleeping, knowing you're out here working.
Come off it. Pilots need all the sleep they can. They need to wake up alert. We don't want tired pilots. What do you think we're doing out here? Mending your plane so that tomorrow you can sleep at the controls?
Oh, I'm tired. I'm off to bed.
I need some kip, too.
Thank you. Your advice was most welcome.
Our job is to look after the planes. And it's your job to look after the fighter pilots.
Let's get about our business then, and keep them both in shape.
Hey, you got a cold.
That's nothing.
Well, go to bed then. Hey, I'll fly instead.
No, you can't. You're still ill.
I'm not.
Oh, no. You better stay back today.
No, damn it. Why should I? It's only my nose after all. No harm there. How can they prevent me from flying my plane? I've got a handkerchief. Okay.
Hey, why not let me take his place?
Now listen. Small physical ailments can still lead to major problems. So don't be obstinate and don't bluff. When you're ill, you know it. You must speak out honestly. That's where a pilot needs real courage.
You okay?
Yes, I'm feeling splendid.
Sure.
Yes. Please, let me go up with you today. Only one wheel!
Fire! Emergency! Hurry!
Take it easy! Take your time and juggle the controls!
wish to speak ill of the dead. But I'm afraid I have to. He forgot to switch off his power on emergency landing, and to do that was an unforgivable mistake. He'd been away from flying because of malaria. He was too anxious to get back. When you fly, you must be fit, both physically and mentally. To train my eyes to be really sharp, I try to see stars in the midday sky. Get away from me. Damn, yeah, I just saw a star.
Hey, Sakai. Hey, it's me.
Hey, if it isn't Hander.
It's been a long time.
When'd you get here?
I only arrived a short while ago. On a bomber from Saipan.
Oh. Bomber crews can make noisy companions.
This bomber crew was different. They'd been shot down in the Philippines. They'd been captured, but they all escaped.
So they surrendered, but they can still fight?
Oh, no. Unless you'd like to call suicide missions fighting.
Okay, check these chutes out.
Hey, you men! Over here!
What is it?
I want you to meet Flight Lieutenant Hander.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sir.
He was my flying instructor. I'm still a school kid by comparison.
Come on.
We're glad you're here. We hope you enjoy your stay. It's not much, but it's our home.
I loathed it at flying school, knowing that you were out here doing all the fighting.
Air raid! It's an air raid! Take cover! Come on! Fellas, let's get moving! Planes up the ground! All of you! Pilots to the planes! Up the ground!
God damn it, your plane's over there!
Someone's already in it.
Come on!
But this is my plane!
It's first come, first served.
Get down from there!
But, sir, don't you have a guest to take care of?
They're coming.
Like P-39s.
Flying strange formation.
They always come in groups of 4.
Now they've broken into pairs.
They always attack in pairs.
But in the end, it'll be 1-to-1. Dogfight.
Watch out!
They're sticking to their formation.
If you fight alone, you'll soon get hit.
We're in China. We always fought solo.
Cooperation's important. We have to learn to fight as a team. I'll wreck the field. All right. Come on, quicker! Sir!
How is it?
It's okay. It's under control, sir.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir.
I'm easily replaced. But you're indispensable.
Yes, sir.
It's only 3 days ago since we launched a raid on Port Moresby.
Enough time for them to recover.
Stubborn bastards. They don't give in. They just keep coming back for more.
They've taken to raiding us in the day. We're on the defensive.
They must have received more reinforcements.
Captain, let me fly over there.
It's more a job for a veteran. Will you fly over, Hander? Yes, sir.
You see, it works straight away.
Reconnaissance flight to Port Moresby.
Obviously, the group captain trusts you.
I'll need someone else who knows the terrain.
All my men are qualified on that point.
Choose the most reliable pilot that you've got.
Right. After being away from the front for some time, even a veteran can make mistakes. You've been learning quickly. You know what it's like. I can trust you to look after him, can't I?
Yes, sir. I feel privileged to accept, sir.
How's that girl of yours?
What?
You know, the girl you met in Taiwan, at that hotel.
Oh, no, sir. How come you know about her?
Love her?
How should I know? Did I hurt you? It's getting so red.
Late back.
They're coming! What is missing?
I was sure that the sky was clear. When we got near the Port Moresby aerodrome, we reformed, and we flew in a tight vertical stack formation. But suddenly, before we knew it, 6 enemy fighters seemed to come out of nowhere at us. Honda went straight among them, shooting 2 down, but a burst of fire must have caught his fuselage, because his motor soon started to give out. He couldn't make it over Stanley Mountain. He disappeared into the jungle. We circled the area, but he was no good.
Captain, let me go and look for him.
You'll never spot him from the sky.
I must convince myself there's no hope.
Take some food and drugs with you.
I searched everywhere possible, but I knew it was hopeless. No one could have survived there, even if I did find the crash site. So I was forced to admit that Honda was dead. Still, I searched. It was only the approach of darkness that stopped me, and I eventually had to head back for base.
Look at this, sir. Good, isn't it? Honda made it.
I see.
If he were with you, you would not have let this happen. He wouldn't have died, Sergeant.
Quit your moaning.
Sarge!
I failed you. I led my team to safety while Honda protected me. And I failed to ensure his safety as well. I failed you. And so I'm no longer qualified to be your leader. I'm old and out of date. Old fighter pilots, they're a liability.
Hands up, all of you who fly with Hander. Right, men, speak up.
I'll fly with him.
I'll fly with him, too.
You can count me in.
And me.
Me as well.
You see how it is?
To the east of Rabaul, past New Island, lies Buka. South of Buka are Bougainville, Villa La Vella, New Georgia, Russell, and Guadalcanal. We're building our staging base. We plan to have it finished by August. We must be patient. And in the meantime, we have to defend Rabaul at all costs, till the base on Guadalcanal is fully operational. All right, men.
Don't shoot yet. You must wait. Till you're sure. Look over there. How far?
It's 50 meters.
About right. Now, that's how close you need to be.
Sir.
Now, how do you make a tight circle?
Reduce one speed till it's near stalling. Turn the rudder hard over.
When you loop, come back with your left foot, which should be replaced by your right foot. This move must take a split second. You can't afford to hesitate. Cross the feet. And your loop is complete. And you'll then be behind the enemy. This maneuver is the twist.
No. No, I can never do that.
Don't give me that. You'll be on my wing tomorrow. You'll do the twist or you'll die. A case of kill or be killed.
Right, men. Did everyone take the quinine? The bitter taste is not going to kill you. Though sure as hell malaria will. Now come on, everyone. Take the quinine. Come on. Smile about it.
Commander, shall I bring some water?
Yeah. Quick, go on.
Hey, that, you see that? Hey, who is she? I haven't seen her around.
I'm Pilot Honda's sister.
Oh.
Where is he?
Well,
Hey.
Sorry. Well, you see the way I came down on that guy, out of the dive, and then on his tail, and well...
Honda, could you tell me where my brother is?
Hello, I'm Sakai, his sergeant.
Oh, yes, thanks for being so good to him.
Yes.
Where is he? He's dead.
He took part in a mission to Port Moresby. It was a special reconnaissance flight on April 26th. His plane got hit and crashed somewhere in the jungle.
But he wrote to me in every letter how you looked after him. For that, I suppose I have to thank you. I know there's a war going on. I suppose I expected it. But he said in his letters that I had no need to worry. He said that he'd come to no harm as long as he flew with you. I believed him. But you let him die.
Nomura, give her Honda's effect.
Yes, sir. Hello? These are your brother's things.
Thank you very much.
But I was told to take them to the hospital.
I'll take them now.
I liked him. Honda kind of treated me like his kid brother. Please allow me. I'll carry the bag for you.
What's your name, Airman?
Nomura.
Oh.
If he were to meet you, he would have said to you, Sister, I've shot down 6 of their planes.
No. He would not have boasted to me. He would say, what surprise have you?
That's right. He was a good man.
Here. Eat this. It was his favorite food.
Thank you.
Well, now, there's nothing we can say to that girl. We can sit around feeling sad. That's no help. I can just see Honda walk in here now and say, what's all the gloom? Come on, everyone, cheer up.
Well, lads, there's a modern town waiting for us just down the road. I heard they even have bars and restaurants, same as we do in Japan.
Sergeant, why don't we go, huh?
Well, you know that I don't drink liquor. Well, if you want to. All right, let's go.
Where along the airmen gone, beyond the clouds once waiting there. They've left Japan to fight the war. Oh, when will they come back? Oh, when will they come back?
Shut up, you brass
Let's go!
Get out of here. Gertz. Damn it, I'll get you, you son of a bitch! Come here, you little bucket.
Stop it! Are you ready to die, you swine? What the hell do you mean, now?
Son of a little bastard, turn him over to me!
More to the point, are you ready to die?
Of course I am.
Liar! That's Dutch courage doing the talk. You're scaring yourself to death. That's why you're drunk.
Coward!
What's your outfit?
He's a stranger run our part of the field.
If he's from the other end, he's an army bomber. I'll take him back.
Sergeant, you don't have to bother with him.
Come on. Come on.
Hey, there you are. Hey, where have you been? We've been worried about you.
I'm Turkey, Army pilot.
Hello, I'm Flight Sergeant Sakai.
Thanks for looking after him. Here, come in.
He ran wild at the bar in town.
Damn you. How dare you act like a drunken coward? Stupid fool!
Skipper, you must forgive him. Apologize.
I'm sorry. Don't cry. I'm sorry. I apologize for his behavior.
Now I remember you lot. April the 25th, when we were raided. That's it. An army bomber in flight from Saipan to Rabaul. Am I right in thinking it was you?
Yeah. Right.
I heard about it. Tough luck.
But that's how it goes. Sometimes you lose. It wasn't that we were afraid of dying, just that we crashed in the jungle. Unfortunately, they surrounded us at
Carry
once.
on.
He's right. Shortly afterwards, we happened to be rescued and returned to base where we were listed as dead.
We should have been. We should never have come back alive.
Stop that! As soldiers, how can you say that? A lot of time and money was spent on you. Army pilots shouldn't die easy. It was made clear to all of us before the war had begun that even if captured, one's duty was to live to fight another day. Isn't that precisely what you've done? I heard on the grapevine that you're doing suicide missions. Are those orders from GHQ?
We were denounced for surrendering, but they haven't allowed us to forget about it for a moment. At last, they've decided to give us a choice. Die in battle or face a court-martial.
How have they treated you since you got here?
The group captain has been sympathetic to us, but he can't go against the orders issued from GHQ. So we have to die. We fly in the center rear of the formation. Always the most vulnerable spot, and we're lucky not to have been shot down already. We've been out 5 times. Every time we braced ourselves for certain death. Each time we come back, each time it feels like we've stepped back from the grave. We live in death's shadow. We're as good as dead. We've no more hope. At times, the strain becomes quite intolerable. All the men are feeling it. They can't carry on for long. We must all break soon. Tomorrow we fly again, but this time we're alone. No fighter cover. We realize that this is our last night. We won't come back, and GHQ don't want us to come back.
You haven't committed any crime. They're deliberately murdering you. Damn it!
It's a custom.
Nonsense.
A war custom. A ritual.
And you are the sacrifices.
Well, that is reason enough for me. We've all finally resigned ourselves to it. The only thing about what's happened that makes me bitter was the way we were greeted on our return. They said that because we had surrendered, we were to be regarded as a bunch of cowards.
What's that?
Tomorrow, we die in action, proud to be bombardiers. Kimura, are you proud to be a bombardier?
Sir.
Thank the Zero pilot for bringing you back. Thank you, Sergeant.
Think nothing of it. Maybe I'd have done the same.
Captain, let us escort the bomber.
As your commander, I can't give my consent.
But, Captain.
Captain,
Please understand, I'm not in a position to let you go. You both know my orders. Now, what is your flight schedule today?
well, there are all the repaired Zeros. They have to be tested.
Well, that's fine. Then take them all up.
While we're at it, we might as well test fire the guns.
Certainly. And if you're to properly test the planes, you must fly some distance.
Yes, sir.
Skipper, look outside.
Climb to port.
Sir.
Read it.
Sir.
Do not die in vain. We will conquer for you. Good hunting, Skipper. Get them all on target. Don't waste any this time.
Yes, sir. We managed to ward off the repeated attacks of the enemy fighters on the bomber. And they got through to Port Moresby to drop all their bombs on target. And safely returned to London.
Again. When will we be at peace again? Yo hee ho, yo hee ho. When all the soldiers pass away, when all their guns and bones decay, yo hee ho. Yo hee ho. We fight this war, and when we die, who will there be to grieve and cry? Yo hee ho. Yo hee ho. Yo hee ho.
Stop a plane!
and this time with no escort.
It's too bad.
Where are you going?
We're going up with them.
You can't go.
Our efforts were wasted.
Stop! No! Come back! If you go, I'll be forced to shoot. Stay here, and that's an order. Now listen, everyone. They're going because they want to. It's their choice. Yesterday, when they came back here, they all volunteered to fly another mission by themselves. This time they face death without fear.
It's them. They've been attacked by fighters.
Wait till I report back. Keep going. Keep on flying.
On May the 8th, in the Coral Sea east of New Guinea, battle was joined between the two task forces. It was to be a decisive one, and the first aircraft carrier duel in history. At the height of the battle, the Rabaul wing was thrown in, but to no avail. Both sides suffered heavy damage, but the Japanese fared worst and had to withdraw from Port Moresby.
Right, gentlemen. We have problems at Guadalcanal. The base isn't complete. This means Rabaul becomes more important to us strategically. But the Zero's performances recently have been most disappointing. They must be more effective. It's a good machine. And your morale is high, but we have poor results.
Perhaps you'll be good enough to explain to me.
Now the Zero fighters will come straight down this way till they reach this point by about 5, I'd say.
Now, I'll explain to you how to cope with Zero fighters. They come in always at about 4,000. You should come in at about 6,000. When you get close to the enemy, swoop down in a diving attack, open fire, then swoop out in a long dive. Every Zero has a weakness. And when a Zero comes down and out of a dive, then it falls apart. Well, it seems to me the Americans have found our weakness.
Damn. We always win when we're in close combat.
And don't they know it? That's why they escape in a steep dive.
Isn't there some way we can go after them?
If we were to follow them, we'd never pull out of it.
We can't let them get away with it.
Oh, Hander, have you got any ideas?
Well, how about this? We know that they dive when they see us. So why not have most of us lie in wait below?
You've got something.
Usually we'll climb. Next time we'll follow them from above. Force them down while the main group's waiting to attack.
Yes, I see what you're suggesting, Hander. Sort of ambush. It's a good idea. We spread a net below them. Is anything the matter?
Your attention, please. I'm afraid Hander has contracted tuberculosis. He's going home. He'll be flying out tomorrow.
I'm sorry, chaps.
Relax, get well soon. Don't worry about us. We'll clear the skies for you.
Nakagawa, will you take over leading the wing? It's all right. The group captain has approved.
Sir?
It's the least I could do. After all, you were the first guy to say you would fly with me that night.
Wing Commander, why don't we apply Hander's strategy tomorrow? Maybe we'll catch a lot of fish.
Yes, Hander. You'll see we'll make your plan work.
Good.
Don't leave before we come back. Some good news. Your plan worked perfectly. We shot down every single one of their planes.
Forgive me. I've since heard how my brother died. You went after him, spending a whole day searching alone. I'm sorry about what I said to you before. I shouldn't have blamed you. I hear his death left you very depressed. I'm glad you thought so highly of him. I'm sorry. I'd forgotten there's a war on.
I find no excuse for myself. It was my fault. You can blame me as much as you want.
Wait a moment. Now that my brother is dead, I've a favor to ask. Would you look after Nomura for me in the same way as you did Honda? They were both very close. Nomura said that Honda treated him like a kid brother. So I feel close to him, too. Honda trusted you, and so do I.
At that stage of the war, the Japanese and the Americans were locked in a bitter struggle for air supremacy. The American B-17s, with their turrets and heavy firepower, were our most frequent and feared adversary in the skies.
Look at it. These B-17s really are flying fortresses. Here, the tail, above the wing, on both sides, and the head and the belly.
That's great. Isn't there any dead angle?
How's this?
That's no use.
Well, how do you know that?
A frontal attack is suicide. You get the B-17, yes, but you destroy yourself.
What? That need only apply in close combat.
I see.
If we were to attack, head on, then only their front guns could take aim. If we could all attack at different angles, they'd have no time. To fix their aim, they'd have to adjust. I can't see how we could work it. The risks seem to be too great. It's a bold idea, and very effective if we knew how to.
What's the answer?
Just half a second.
Now, this is no time to boast your fly-catching skills.
If we do attack from the front, we'll be coming together very fast indeed. 400 miles an hour, 200 meters a second. Fire, pull the stick, kick the rudder. It all has to happen like that. The actions are almost simultaneous. You must be quick. With absolute split-second timing. So practice catching flies.
Zero!
Do you know why Nakagawa was killed out there today?
Because of me. I crossed in front of his flight path.
How can you be so calm about it? He was a veteran, and he died for a kid. That just doesn't add up in my book.
I'm sorry.
What's that? That's not gonna help! Say this. I murdered Nakagawa. Go on, say it.
I murdered Zero Pilot Nakagawa.
Again!
I murdered Zero Pilot Nakagawa.
You said 100 times. And atone for your sins. Never do that again.
I murdered Zero Pilot Nakagawa. 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 Nakagawa.
I admit I've got a very quick temper.
Well, if you didn't beat him up, oh no. You've got that kid into a terrible state.
All right, I'm sorry.
Go and apologize.
I'll do no such thing.
Well, you got at him, didn't you?
I meant every word. I can't go and say I'm sorry. I'd just be a damn hypocrite.
Shove off.
Why don't you do it then, huh?
If I go to him, I hope at least he'll listen.
I killed Zero Pilot Nakagawa. I killed Zero Pilot Nakagawa. I killed Zero Pilot.
That's enough. Will you go to the hospital for me?
What?
Will you give this letter to Nurse Honda?
Miss Honda?
Hello.
For you. It's a letter from the flight sergeant.
Nomura is suffering from depression and guilt because of the death of his friend. Such a loss of confidence is dangerous, not only to him, but to all his comrades. Please, give him some hope. Be gentle with the lad.
Let's go for a walk.
Huh?
I'll just go and tell them I'm going out. Wait for me. My brother always kept this picture with him. Wherever he went, it's his girlfriend. I know he used to think of her often.
He would talk about her often, too. He once said he wished that she would never grow old.
Really? Now, of course, she's getting much older.
Honda will always stay young for her. Forever. He has no worries of growing old.
You poor boy.
No, that's how it is.
You would like to die. Here. Please, will you take it? Keep this photograph of her. When it's all over, and you return to Japan, look her up and tell her all you know about my brother.
No. I couldn't.
Of course you can. Do you think that you're not going back? You'll never see Japan again? You have convinced yourself that you're going to die. Well, you're quite wrong. No one in the Navy will tell you. But life is wonderful. You understand, don't you? Good. Life is too good to waste. While I've been a nurse, I've had to see so many soldiers die in the hospital. I remember one badly wounded soldier. He asked me to hold him in my arms. I held him as he asked me to. Like a baby. And while I was cradling his head, he died. I was terribly upset. It was the first time I'd held a man so close. But it helped him to die in peace and ease his pain. So please, I'm glad to hold you close if you live.
I'm a Zero pilot. I better go.
Nomura. Sir? Come over here. Did you give it to her?
Sir.
Thanks a lot. Sit down here.
Right.
Look at me. Now listen. Who do you think I'm most scared of?
What?
Who do you think scares me most?
No one scares you.
You think nobody can? But somebody does. It's my mother. She gives me a scolding when I'm lazy. Oh, it was bad. And she used to spank me. Right up until the time I was 12 years old.
Why'd she do that?
Well, my father had died when I was very young. She wanted me to grow up to be strong. But it's hard for a boy without a father. She had to work. In order to feed us all, she worked hard.
My mother went out to work, too.
Well, then, you tell me all about your mother.
I'd like that.
What kind of woman she like?
She was very gentle.
Even gentle mothers can lose their temper.
Yeah, she did sometimes. She got really mad once.
What had you done?
I was at school then. I just started to fly. I was piloting a trainer close by my house. I thought I'd show off to the folks, so I flew right underneath a power cable.
That's some flying.
Next day, she came round to the school to see me.
Was she mad with you?
Yes. The first thing she did was to slap my face. I've never been hit so hard. By comparison, no scolding. It was just kid stuff.
I see. Very good.
What have you done? You can't do that.
I've beaten you. I didn't know that while we were laughing together that night, he'd made up his mind to die. Did he have to act so desperately? If only I'd known what he was thinking, perhaps he'd still be alive.
Well, that's what I like to hear, a grand slam. Two B-26 down by one plane. That's good. That's good. All we lost was 1-0, and that's very good.
Staff officer.
Yes?
Flight Sergeant. The staff officer's on a visit. He wants to make a report on how the pilots feel things are going here at the front.
All right. What have you got to say?
You can speak openly. Talk to him frankly.
A pilot was in that Zero. He was still a young man.
Heard he was a young pilot.
He'd his life ahead of him. You found the results of our raid impressive?
What's that?
But why did he do it? Why did he want to die? How could you possibly understand?
God damn, that's no way. To speak to me?
Now, hold on. Don't shut him up. Listen to what he says.
Why the insolent stare?
Sakai! Sakai! Now, calm down. Sakai! Come on. Hold it! Sakai, I forbid you to fly. You're grounded.
And Nomura had the right idea.
Yeah, I think I could follow suit.
Yeah, why not?
Say that again. Say it.
I'm sorry.
Stand to attention. In this war, we're fighting two enemies. I want you to tell me who they are.
Sir, the United States and the United Kingdom.
That's not what I meant. The other enemy is right here. The flying officer enemy. The enemy of greed and envy. Those Naval Academy graduates. Look down on us. They have high ranks in the staff, while we've climbed up through the ranks. They've humiliated us. Because the Navy has a system of officers and slaves. But not us. We're no slaves of the God Almighty staff. We are fighter pilots. We are men. And it's time to behave exactly like that and show we are men. Hold your heads up high. You're Zero pilots. In the sky, rank and breeding count for nothing. Improve your skill. Be resolute and take courage. Remember, you mustn't let adversity get you down. And above all, don't wish you were dead. As long as your plane flies, your duty is to live. Live to fight another day. Even if you can only crawl, you can still fight. That is what it means to be a Zero pilot.
Sakai. Group captain wants you. Immediately.
I'm afraid Sasai almost hit the staff officer after you left.
What, the wing commander?
He was mad, too. I suppose I am guilty of egging him on. The staff officer said that we reminded him of a pack of hungry wolves. I replied, only ability counts here. That quickly shut him up. The Japanese Air Force has held sway over the entire sky of the Southwest Pacific. Of course we're like wolves, and we're proud of it.
I see. I'll talk to Sasai. Now I understand why it is that you stopped me from flying. I was too overexcited. My state of mind would have clouded my judgment. You were perfectly right to take the course of action that you did.
Above all, keep calm when you fly. Now, just who was it that taught me that? You taught it to me.
Commander, that was months ago. You're learning.
Thanks to you, that is. Do you know what they're calling us? The Sasai Sakai combination. if anything should happen to you. You know, I would no longer be much good. Half my power would have vanished.
Well, sir, I feel much the same way about you.
Take this, will you? It was my father's. It was a farewell gift. They say that a tiger travels 1,000 miles a night. You can keep it.
I'm honored, sir.
Wellington, Sydney, Noumea, and Pearl Harbor. The task forces left home bases and joined each other at the Fiji Islands on July 25th. Now they're sailing towards the Coral Sea. The Japs are gonna get a real surprise.
That's your way.
Right.
Hurry! Quickly! Come here! The situation has changed. We've been ordered to another target.
I told you before. We had to fight hard till our new airbase was completed on the island of Guadalcanal. I'm afraid the Americans have landed on the beaches. Now, it's 600 miles from Rabaul. That's the same distance from Tokyo through Kyushu to Yaku Island. The round trip takes 7 hours. No planes have ever fought so far from base. So you must be extra careful not to waste fuel. It won't be easy. You'll have some hard fighting ahead. I've no doubt. Now I wish all of you Godspeed. I'll be waiting here to greet you when you will come back. It should be an hour before sundown.
I was thirsty, careless at the high altitude. I forgot about the low air pressure at that height. I made a mistake. It took 40 minutes to clear the windshield. I was on edge and nervous at my own stupidity. Guadalcanal was getting nearer, and for some reason I feared the worst. I threw the cloth out of the cockpit, as if I could somehow throw away my fears. I saw that I had plenty of fuel, so I cheered. Dismissed my fears as groundless, and settled down to the job ahead. I was over Russell, only 50 miles, before I arrived over the battle area at Guadalcanal. I grew calm and relaxed, and ate some lunch. first thought on seeing the massive invasion forces of the enemy was that we'd lost the war. But that soon passed. I refused to give in. I steeled myself to join in the fray. First time I saw the man I'd shot, I thought of sparing his life. For a moment, I nearly did, but I decided against it. Him or me. And if I did let him live, later he might easily kill one of my comrades. Such is the nature of war. For the others, I'd have lost my chance. So I went off in lone pursuit of the enemy.
Saburo, pull yourself together. Come on, son. You can make it.
I gradually came to. There was a wound over my eye. I couldn't move my left hand. I can't move my left leg. I'll never make it back. Shoot me down. Please, Americans, shoot me down. Come back alive even if you have to crawl. You're still bleeding. Must stop the blood or I'll die. Where did I put that cloth? Where is it? It's not in my pocket. I threw it away. After I cleared the windshield, what'll I do? It's hard. God, it's hard. Oh, I have a scarf. That's it. This last piece will have to do. Sleep? No. If I'd fall asleep, I'm bound to die. I must stay awake. Strange. Dangerousness. I want to live now. I will live. Must be 60 miles northwest of the Isabels.
tiger travels 1,000 miles.
Sasai, I'm still alive.
All right, now keep your mind. Think, or you'll sleep. I was too proud of my skills. I was careless. Even though I shot down 4 planes today, I must report back to the group captain when I return. Fuel left. I must save fuel. Only another 90 minutes flying time. After that, I'll have to ditch it. If I reduce the propeller pitch, I can adjust the fuel to a minimum. That should give me at least another 10 minutes. Fix the course. 240 degrees. Now, hope for the best.
Captain, a report's just come through from Buka.
Well then,
Nothing. Nobody saw a Zero. There are no reports of any Zero landing on any of the islands at all.
it's 7 hours.
He's had it. He'll have run out of fuel.
So that's it. No hope of us coming back. Let's call it a day.
Oh, good, I found it. Only 60 miles now. 50 liters left. I'll make it. Rabaul lies beyond New Island. But what's that black cloud? Can I make it through a squall? It's gonna be touch and go. I don't have enough fuel left to go round. Just sit tight, you've no other choice.
It's a Zero. Sakai's back. What? Airfield lights on!
gunmen.
Where's the group, Captain? I must speak to him.
Sakai.
Sakai reporting, sir. 10 above. In the skies over Guadalcanal.
I understand. That's enough for now. Help him. Get the medics, quickly. Hurry up. Quickly.
The war lasted 3 more long years. We all thought the killing would never end.
Mr. Sakai, we got through the rain squall. The islanders will be glad to see us. I'll take it. I'll take the plane in.
This story reflects the bitter realities of war. It's a salutary reminder that we must never forget its terrible toll. Too many young men died believing in their country's God-given right to victory. The prosperous post-war years grew out of the soil of their countless graves. What can they tell us? They remain silent. And in that vast, humble silence speaks an infinite grief.
Here are the ballistic launch codes for the entire United States submarine fleet.
My superiors in Moscow are not very trusting people, especially CIA.
A U.S. sub. Trouble off our coast? How glorious. To capture a U.S. sub.
Boris Petrov.
What do you want?
KGB said I could trust you. This is an electronic detonator.
All tubes in standby tactical mode. Running time 15 seconds.
It's time. Fire missile war.
You're not really going to let her start World War III, are you?
Shut up! The Americans have launched the missile with a nuclear warhead. We'll be here in a matter of seconds.
Give me the detonator!
Admiral, sir. Radar reports that intercontinental ballistic missiles have been launched by Syria.
At 50 meters, we will open fire. This American thinks they are fools. We will soon feel the sting of Soviet depth charges.
Bridge, sonar, torpedo 4 running hot, straight, and normal. 18 seconds to impact.
Stand by to go deep.
There is no turning back. Once you have begun the mission. This is not the place to play games with the Russians. We're too close to the Soviet Union. They'll blow us away if they get a chance.
If you quit, that will hurt you even more than this is going to hurt you now. What the hell do you think you're doing? Idiot!